Happy Hump Day! Welcome to the Daily QCI for January 22nd, 2025. Where we're going to introduce one of the foundational principles of above average leadership, that is, stay curious. The concept of stay curious is comprised of four primary attributes. Those are creativity, critical thinking, embracing uncertainty, and decision making. So when we talk about those attributes, we're talking about them being things that either help to feed staying curious or are consequences of staying curious. Can work in both directions. So staying curious isn't just about asking questions, although that is a big part of it. It's about embracing a mindset of learning, exploring, and growing. Being open to new ideas, new perspectives, and different challenging possibilities, even if it's uncomfortable, or maybe even because it's uncomfortable sometimes. So think about the last time that you faced a challenge with your team. Was your first instinct to dig deeper and ask why, or what if, or what can I learn from this, or what can we learn from this? Or did you find yourself rushing to fix the problem and not let the team mull it over and hash it out? Staying curious means that we resist the urge to jump to conclusions. Instead, take a step back and ask more meaningful questions. Allow for some insight. Allow for the team to engage and troubleshoot and ideate. So when leaders stay curious, they're modeling the way for their teams to do the same thing. And ultimately, this creates a culture where innovation can thrive and mistakes become open opportunities to grow and learn. And hopefully, everyone feels safer and willing to contribute. Staying curious requires intentionality. You've got to practice like it's a muscle. One of my favorite ways to stay curious is by asking, what don't I know about this? Or what would make me an expert on this topic? What do I need to learn to be able to not only do this, but explain this to somebody else? So how can you start working your stay curious muscle? Start your meetings with a question instead of a statement. Use the Sunday reflection, asking what went well, what didn't go well, what can I learn from this? And seek perspective from outside sources. You have a project you're working on, a document you're writing, a novel that you are putting some time into. Get some perspective from people that you respect and love, and know that they will provide you with some honest feedback, and submit it to them. Ask them. So these small practices can shift how you approach conversations, decisions, and even conflicts. They keep you and your team engaged in what's possible. So here's your challenge for today. Pick one conversation where you consciously choose to stay curious. Ask one more question than you usually would. Listen just a little bit longer than you are comfortable with. Even better is actively listen more than you're comfortable with. So really hearing what the person's saying, digesting that, trying to understand what the meaning is, what the emotions are, and then reflecting that back. You might just uncover something amazing. So that's it for today. If this resonated with you, hit the like button, leave a comment. You could even subscribe if you want. There's going to be a lot more of this to come this year, where we're going to dive into each of those subtopics of the Stay Curious theme. See you next time.